Daughter's superpower uncovers father's early Seattle story. Helen Sing thinks her father is the story, but I think it's Helen. Last May, her brother Alan opened a box in his garage and discovered a photo of 44 Frye meatpacking workers in what today we call Sodo. Therein, Helen's father, James Frye Sing, stands eighth from the left. The Frye plant was destroyed by the shocking February 18, 1943 test flight crash of a top-secret Boeing XB-29 bomber that killed at least 32 people. Helen knew her father was not among the deceased, but his early life remained largely a mystery that she longed to solve. A DNA test had helped her locate hundreds of cross-country relatives and a flurry of photos and documents. Also, Helen had retained, after her dad's 1985 death, 50 letters she had rescued from the garbage, written in Chinese from relatives in China. The pandemic further unleashed the Rainier Beach residents' inner bloodhound. Dating the Frye photo was key. She consulted Seattle Public Library, Wing Luke Museum, and Frye Art Museum. It holds the surviving art collection of plant owner Charles Frye and wife Emma. She studied everything from U.S. Census records to period fashion and hairstyles. Her chief corroboration was a wall calendar in the photo itself, on the post at far left. A high-res scan revealed its month, November 1931. Along the way, Helen unearthed myriad other details, such as her dad's true birth date, February 29, 1904, his tenure as a Frye printer, 1930 to 1935, and later as a restaurateur, plus the surprise that he served, likely in the late 1940s, as Seattle chair of the Chinese Nationalist Party. Her resulting dossier is an enduring family portrait and gift that reflected skill and tenacity. I know a little bit about a lot, Helen says, but I like to think that my superpower is that I know who to ask and where to search for information. She also feels the guiding hand of my father, gently pushing me toward clues and answers and people to help me. It is the stone that ripples through the water. Her lesson nestles snugly in this time of New Year's resolutions. If you can understand the circumstances of your relatives' lives and the choices required of them, the struggles they endured but kept hidden from their children, then you might arrive at a point of respect and gratitude for the sacrifices they made to raise their families to the best of their abilities. I regret not knowing my dad's history until well after he passed away. I encourage everyone to start collecting memories from their elder relatives and document as much as you can. Now. In our first then photo from November 1931, Helen Sing's father, James Frye Sing, stands eighth from the left among 44 employees inside the Frye Meatpacking Plant at 2305 Airport Way South. A portion of the art collection of plant owner Charles Frye and his wife Emma lines the walls at right. In our second then photo, the Frye and Company Meatpacking Plant stands in the late 1930s along Airport Way, some 6 years before its destruction mid-World War II from a deadly Boeing bomber crash. Today, Helen Sing, a retired pharmaceutical medical science liaison, displays a portfolio on her father, James Frye Sing, at the Sodo site of the former Frye plant, where he worked from 1930 to 1935. Those assisting Helen's research include, from left, Kayla Trail, Collections and Exhibition Assistant, and Corey Gooch, Chief Registrar, both of Frye Art Museum, Nicole Sing and spouse Vanessa Sing, Helen's niece, Alan and Phil Sing, Helen's brothers, and Louisa Sing, Alan's wife.
Okay, so